Shalom and welcome once again to Elders of GMS, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Today's topic is entitled, Be Not Righteous Over Much. And the reason why I'm going into this topic is because you got brothers that came into this truth after we went on YouTube. We've been on YouTube for 3 years, going on 3 years and 6 months. Now, you have brothers in the first 6 months, the first year, that saw the videos, the many videos that we put together, and they kind of put comments, because me, myself, I used to get on brothers out there and used to basically tell them, you brothers in the different states, you guys have to start camps too, and I used to always bring that out almost every week. So really that was the spirit of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that got on me to say these things. And now, if you notice, you have camps all over the place now. I can't even mention their names because there's so many different camps in so many different states. But I just want to say this here. We had brothers from Texas came to New York. This was last week. They met at the camp. They spoke in the camp. They came to my house, and basically, you know, what we did was we sat around, drunk, we ate, told war stories, and basically we was up until those brothers didn't leave, those brothers didn't leave until 5 in the morning. What we wanted to do, we were planning on when they came back to do some filming, but that alcohol wouldn't let us, and we drink, all right? We drink hard, we have a good time, and, that's what we do, We do the work. The work is being done. We're doing the work right now in front of the camera in the studio, and then after this, we go right down to the camp, okay? Now, there's brothers down there at the camp as we speak, or just setting up, and they're speaking right now. And then we're going to join them later. We're going to teach this word, and then we're going to come back. Sometimes we go home, we go out different ways. Sometimes we get together. Sometimes if there's a fight, we'll get together, eat, do a little drinking, some beer or whatever, watch a fight, have a good time. And that's what we do, all right? This thing, you have this truth, but this truth is about liberty too. And it's about brotherhood. All right. So, like I said, them brothers came over. It was a beautiful thing. They're back in Connecticut. And I believe, what's the Hebrew name of the other brother? Yashawamba. He'll be coming, according to what they told us, he'll be coming sometime next month. Whether he going to come by himself or with somebody else. And he'll get the same treatment. When he comes out to the camp, if the Spirit's on him to speak, we're going to let him get his thing in, Because when you have guests, you're supposed to kind of give them, okay, you can speak, you can do this. They're excited about being here, So when he come, he better put a lot of notes together and have a lot of topics, because we're going to put him right in the forefront and let him, if he's long-winded, which if you watch the videos of him, he is long-winded, right? He gonna get his thing in, man. And then Lord willing, he'll come up here, we'll get together, we'll do some drinking, we'll tell war stories, And that's how it is, man. Because you don't have to be you don't have to put stress on brothers, all right? At the main school at One West, Allah Lahab, he put stress on a lot of people, man. If you blink the wrong way, he might have gave you a $25 fine. And Lahab actually did that. He set this thing up where he had the central demand. They call it the central command. We call it the central demand, all right, where this brother came in, and the brother's name was Rakar. Remember Rakar, Rakar Moth, the guitar player, all right? He came in there. I think he came in 5 minutes late, And Lahab looked at him and said, okay, Troop, okay, that's a $25 fine. And I went like this. I said, what? I said, I said, I wish that nigga would try to fine my ass $25 fucking dollars. You know? And then this dude shook his head and agreed with us. I wasn't saying nothing, but in my mind, I was like, this nigga got to be out of his fucking mind. But that's the level of wickedness that was going on at the main school. That's why all them guys is back in the world. All right? Now, you can be hard on the brother that needs it, but if he's doing the right thing, you don't put no burdens on that guy. You let the spirit flow. But that's what Lahab did. Another thing, when the split took place, and by the way, you heard about the split. It keeps coming up. I'm going to tell you who the guys that were instrumental in that big split. We call it the big split. It was a guy by the name of Yasha, which we call your asshole. He's back in the world. The second guy was Rahab, which we call him Rawhide. He's back in the world. And I ran into that nigga, and he smiled in my face, and I looked at him like he owed me fucking $1,000. And he got the message. I don't want to have nothing to do with them niggas. And I wish there was we teach that there's no such thing as hell. But in this case, I wish there was a hell, and I wish the Most High would put them niggas in the deepest part of hell. That's how I feel about them niggas right now. Now, in the kingdom, I'm not going to feel that way. Another guy that was part of that whole instrumental in that whole split thing because of his dreams, nigga did everything based on the dream that he had last night, was Nate Satan. Now, Nate Satan, we did a show last week. If you go on GMS Tube, and what was the title of the show, brother? I forgot the title of the show. What was the title of the show? The Time of Jacob's, not Jacob's Trouble, right? Yeah. The Time of Jacob's Trouble. Now, if you go to Nate Saint, he got a topic up similar to what our topic is, and it's just Jacob's trouble. That must be a coincidence. All right? That shows you that he must be watching us. Now, he's been saying, and even if you go on his page, the main page, he basically, but we knew about it beforehand, but basically he said that Barak Shaw, basically his wife was wicked as hell, and they basically kicked his wife out of school, and Barak Shaw basically went with his wife so they can open up their own little thing, you know, like, what's his name, Creeplo and Laffy Taffy Ministries, right? But now if you go to his video, you notice that Barak Shaw is back reading for him. But his name is not Elder no more. They don't even put his name up. They don't even show him till he starts reading. So Barak Shaw, basically, I guess he's going back and forth with his wife. He's wishy-washy. He's double-minded, like it says in the book of James. But you're going to have those things, all right? Now, coming back to you brothers that just came into the truth been in the truth for the last 3 years, you're going to find out guys are going to fall off. Guys are going to buck up. Guys are going to think that they know more than they teachers. And don't think in your mind about that scripture about David, I became wiser than my teachers. That don't apply right now. That applied to David. All right? Because who did David come up under? He came up under Saul. Did not he became greater than Saul? Was not he under Saul? That's what it's talking about. Because he damn sure didn't become wiser than Nathan the prophet. He didn't become wiser than Samuel the prophet. He didn't become wiser than them. All right? So the reason why we're getting into this topic, and the reason why we call this topic Be Not Over Righteous, is I'm going to focus on this brother named Patak. I'm not going to say nothing negative about the brother, because on a personal level, when I used to watch some videos, he was one of the guys I said, yeah, that brother's bad, you know? And there's certain brothers, you like all the brothers, but there's certain brothers that stick out more than other brothers, and he was one of them brothers that stuck out, man. So I mean, this brother came in like a lion. But see, his problem is that he kind of bucked up with what the scriptures was being brought out. Like the thing that came to us was Revelation, the 9th chapter. That's why we did that classic. That is a classic. What's the name of it? The Revelation 9, an intense focus on Revelation, the 9th chapter. That covered everything. That covered every nook and cranny. That covered everything, man. Nobody could get. That was like the perfect breakdown. We went into the documents. World War I. We broke down the Verdun, the Battle of Verdun. We broke down why the guys that wanted to die but they couldn't die because the only thing that they had as a painkiller was, I believe, morphine. They didn't even know. They didn't even have a plan at that war to when we got the injured, how we gonna get the injured out. Which Korean War, World War II, Vietnam War, and currently we got the wars going on in the Middle East. If you have an injured, they have a plan to get the guy out, and they have the medical staff to get the guy back on his feet. All right, so we broke that whole thing down. But that brother had a problem with Revelation 9th chapter, and I told this brother, I told you too, but I think I was speaking to you at the time. I said my decision on that was if he can't see it, he got to go his separate way. I said because if we stopped and was to go back over the breakdown, and he's cool about it, next week he's gonna come back with something else. And sure enough, the brother from Texas told us that he had a problem with Isaiah the 14th chapter, and they straightened him out. And I said, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? I said, if you fix a guy and show him, oh, the elders are going off on this book. Now, if we wasted time and showed him that this is how it's broken down, when he saw that, he gonna see something else. Then he gonna see something else. So we're too late. We're too late in the game to be playing games. All right. You either get it. If you can't get it, just move on. All right. That's our motto, so to speak. All right. That's what we think about the whole thing. So you guys that think you know some scriptures, you still novice. All right. And the spiritual demon Satan is looking right over your damn shoulder, looking for an open, ready to get up in there through your mind. The scriptures speak about pride coming before a fall. So the deeper you get into this thing, the more humble you become. All right, go ahead.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 3, verse 18. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. Many are in high place and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. For the power of the Lord is great, and he is honored of the lowly. Seek not out the things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength.
Yeah, and that's right on point. That's right on point, man. All right, go ahead.
This is Ecclesiasticus 10 and 26. Be not overwise in doing thy business, and boast not thyself in the time of thy distress.
That's right. Boast not thyself in the time of thy distress. Read that again.
It says, be not overwise in doing thy business, and boast not thyself in the time of thy distress.
That goes hand in hand with the topic. Be not righteous over much. When you get this word, you got to know how to digest this word or digest this truth. Because I'm going to tell you something. You're going to have guys that's going to fall off. You're going to have guys that's going to come, which already happened, and it's going to happen a lot more, that's going to buck up with certain breakdowns. When 3.5, 4 years ago, you didn't know your ass from a hole in the damn ground, man. All right? We go through everything. We study everything. We go over things over and over again, all right? And I'm